Hello everyone, welcome back. Johnny here, and today we're playing Garen into a Volibear. A very tricky matchup you're gonna run into as Garen if you blind him. And we're playing with Conqueror, Second Wind, and Demolish here. Pretty standard setup for us. Given that, you know, split push is such an integral part of Season 16 right now, Demolish a really good tool to have in the mid game. We give away a little bit of scaling by not having overgrowth, but we're still gonna be pretty happy with that. Okay, surprised me a little bit where he positioned that. You know, Volibear not that scary in the very early levels, because a lot of his threat actually comes from doing like a full combo. Missed that. So, you know, he wants to land his Q to stun you and then get his E damage plus his W. And then ideally he wants a second W. That's where he heals a ton, does a ton of damage. So as long as you try to deny that from him, like right here, he announced he wanted to Q me so I can Q myself. That's kind of the rule you want to have for yourself in this matchup, is that you kind of have your Q available to Q away from him when needed. And then we're going to be overall in a good spot. It is still like I would say a tricky lane, because he can, let's W the damage there so it doesn't hurt as much. He can push constantly, right? So it can be difficult for us to secure recall. In this case, I'm actually happy for him to push into me, because Gwen is coming top. At least she will be around top, right? So something we could try. But largely, we're looking to outscale this guy. Okay, let's ping it back. They definitely would like win the 2v2. Oh boy. My team is going for that really unfavorable fight. Okay, nothing we can do. We pinged it back. Nice. We actually didn't die from it. Quite happy about that. So there, I know he's gonna go for the cannon, right? So every time you see someone committed to the last hit, you can think about punishing that with your abilities. His E is down. I can look for a short trade. Auto Q. Nothing too extended. You can see he hard wins the extended trades. Okay, make sure that doesn't hit, and then we're chilling. Pretty good. We're even CS with him, which is a great position to be in. Also remember that we heal back. Just trying to respect his range a little bit. If he gets like completely in melee range, then it's a lot easier for him to land the stun, right? If you ensure there's a little bit of distance between you, you can kind of Q away most times. So that's what we want to achieve there. Go for a very short trade there. Now he's level 6, so I've got to be wary of that, but... Okay. Honestly, overestimated my damage a little bit there. Let's use the potion here. I also thought I was gonna get my ult, to be honest with you. So we miscalculated our all-in window. It's okay. Let's try to do a slow push into him. Because he's a bit lower HP, it should be a bit easier to get the slow push. Because his ult is down, he kind of has to respect my ult a little bit. Although he does have the shield whenever that's up. Okay, so he got the shield there. Perfect. I'm probably dead here. I can... yeah. Ultimately, there is no hope. Can try to play in the wave a little bit, but the timing on that was a bit too unfortunate. I think what we can do here is just go for Phage so we can get as much just like raw stats. But we win on the 1v1, which is completely fine for us. The wave is going to push back into me. So overall, the Volibear is losing more from the wave than I am. This is perfect. It's coming into me. I'm going to be able to come back to lane and collect it. Hopefully my mid laner doesn't die here. We'll keep an eye on that. Okay, put a ward down. I don't have my ult. I don't have an ignite. Realistically, not a great spot in terms of like looking for a kill. But what's really nice in the matchup is that Volibear isn't able to ever freeze against you. It's always like gonna be pushing in your way. So very often you can just collect CS quite comfortably. And then eventually hope for him to make a mistake, like, you know, he's gonna misuse one of his abilities. Auto E to ensure we get that. Then get this one, and this one. Alright, my ult is coming back up along with my ignite, so now I'm gonna try to punish last hits just to get him a bit lower. So his W is down. Short trade here. Short trade. I don't want him to land the secondary W. I'm okay giving up the cannon if I have to. Second W is devastating. We never want to give that. Okay. His Q is now down. His E is down now. Okay. Auto E. Okay, W, and we get him. Close. Calculated. The risk I took was absolutely calculated. Just kidding. It was very close. But I was pretty sure I was gonna win simply because I had W. Can I think I can get this in time. Benefit of being Garen. I can actually get the wave in just in time, the nick of time. Very nice. Okay, let's do that, and I'll just have to save my money here. We're about like 800-900 gold away from my item, and then it gets a lot easier to play once we do have it. And remember, we're playing with Conqueror, so our stat check potential is actually quite high once we can get it. Okay. Is he going for that new AP item? Interesting. Okay, he mistimed it, right? He was trying to punish my cannon there. So, that's pretty solid. If you go for the minion, I'm gonna Q your head. Your abilities are down. Wow. Wow, that guy was trigger happy with his flash. Okay, so his flash is down. Jungler's here. Surely I don't die here. I do have to flash it, however. The jungler is actually incredibly fed. So he did an insane amount of damage to me there. Okay. It is enough. Okay, so at least we get the return kill. It's not too bad for me. Could consider selling my item. I think I will. So I got my stride breaker here in pretty good timing. Yeah, we're definitely getting quite, I wouldn't say camped necessarily, but this is gonna happen in some of your games where, you know, they have like a pretty strong jungler and he's like coming to dive you in a pretty bad time. But usually the rule of thumb that I have for myself is that if I can get a trade when I'm in a 1v2, I'm in a good spot, you know? Plus, he doesn't really get to like chunk the tower or anything, so I'm actually pretty happy with the outcome here. No ult for Jarvan, so he should be vulnerable there. And actually now we can start getting some pressure into the Volibear. He seems to be in mid currently. Let's go ahead and get the crust here. Nice. Getting a lot from the tower. I got my TP up as well. So the next objective is that Drake in about a minute. Okay. So I just Q away to remove the slow. His stun timed out, so nothing to be concerned about there. Now I see the Jarvan bot lane. Looks like he's getting a kill. But I'm just gonna look for a proxy, and that allows me to either go back with a really good timer or look to steal some jungle camps. I think in this situation, we're just gonna go back and take the W. Get a ward here in deep so we can keep track of the Jarvan. Okay, here we go. And now, Razor, here we go. So I'm gonna try this item. Good friend of mine, Elolizio, he's a really good follow on Twitter. He is really good with numbers. He's always analyzing numbers for Garen and new items, and he recommended me to try out stormrazor second. And well, that got me really excited to try it. So this game, we're gonna try it and see how it feels. Great. His E is still down, right? For a few seconds. Yeah, so he has to respect me here. Now remember, we don't know where the enemy jungler is. We kind of have to play as if he's gonna be top lane. We also see the Drake is up. Yeah, he is indeed there. Look at how valuable that ward is, by the way. It completely alters how we play the lane because we know he's topside. So we can also ping the Drake for my team. Idea being, if Jarvan is top lane, my team can go for the Drake. This guy is still playing quite aggressive, which probably means Jarvan is still top. Oh, he's actually mid right now. So I just Q away here. Q his head. We're chunking him. Really? Okay. All right. I mean, I guess he thought he had it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But I'm Garen, bro. And my ult hurts a lot. I still think Jarvan's gonna be top, by the way, because the Drake is up. Yeah, he's actually bot. So I can play for this, get the full crust. Look at that. Get next wave here. Jarvan's still bot in this timer. I would want my team to look for the... Oh, okay. Whoa. He missed his Z. Okay. I could be wrong. I just don't believe he has the damage here. Yeah. I think he's very tilted. He's losing an entire wave for this. Okay. Interesting. Well, I got my item here. Let's go. Let's have a bit of proximity. The idea of proximity is we're deploying like in the middle. Well, that was a very short one. Let's do another one for the video today. Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of today's video. We're playing Garen into Malphite. And we got a similar setup to before. In that we're playing with Second Wind and Demolish. Now you could go Sorcery Secondary. Forgot to mention we have Conqueror as our primary. You could go Sorcery Secondary and get access to Axiom, which is extremely powerful. But personally, this is an Arcane Comet Malphite. He's going to be spamming Q on me. And I kind of valued the sustain from Second Wind a little bit more. And then I guess we'll take the Demolish, try to play for a lot of plates in the mid game as well. So I think it's going to be a great setup. If you're a phase rush player, I was for a very long time, I highly recommend you actually get into trying out Conqueror, trying to get a lot of damage out of Garen's kit. It will surprise you. A lot of all-ins you can take. Of course, here I'm limit testing a little bit. But it will surprise you the amount of damage you can actually dish out as Garen. Gonna wait to see what he does here. Okay. I still have my potion here to use. So his flash is down. That is very good to know. We could technically take a back here and it would still be winning. But of course we make it very easy for him to also recall. He's gonna get his TP. So at the very least, we burn his TP. He has to use that to come back and collect this wave. Not too bad for us, I would say. Silas in the jungle there. I'm also, of course, aware of that. So what we're gonna do this game is we're gonna build the Stride Breaker, just our normal first item. And then we're gonna go into stormrazor, which is that exciting new build I was telling you guys about in part 1. Really test out the damage there. The move speed in the active of that item, or like when the item procs, seems really powerful. It's almost like a mini phase rush. Nice. Took the cannon, most important thing. This is not too bad. We're gonna heal back quite a bit. I'm down to just ping this for my graves. Okay. We probably don't have the damage here. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if I can capture the wave here for a proxy. We got most of it. So this is pretty positive for me because we get to go back. While the Malphite is collecting waves here, remember, he doesn't have TP, by the way. So think actually I'm just gonna take this. Oh my lord. Can we buy the refillable? I'm so slow buying there. That's crazy. Alright, man. Yeah, Malphite is a little bit of a kind of miserable lane, right? He does become very, very difficult to kill. But what's cool is we don't necessarily have to kill him to progress, because we can get waves very easily around him, so to speak. So now he comes back, he's got bummies. He's a lot tankier. We have to scale a little bit. I'll take a full Conqueror trade like that. Wait. Got you. So he didn't respect my damage. And again, a lot of you guys might use Phase Rush as a crutch for safety in lane. And I can completely sympathize with that because I 100% did it. But I highly recommend you explore Conqueror for the sheer damage you can deal. I want to take some crust here. Oh, yes. Excellent. Okay, let's go back. That was a very good sequence by us. Let's keep it going. I will opt for, this is kind of unusual, opting for Tiamat here. Although it's not a very good combat item and what it gives you isn't that great, it does give me access to wave clear, which then might allow me to proxy quite effectively. And hopefully that's what's gonna get me out of this sort of miserable lane. Got it. Okay, not something I expected to see. The Malphite actually going for a proxy himself. Okay. He's going into the loving arms of my jungler. I'm just gonna prioritize the wave over here. Wow, really? Damn, he kills my jungler there. That's nuts. And he gets away. Okay. I guess he's the GOAT. You guys didn't see that missed cannon. Don't look at that. I'm curious if he's gonna try to come back to lane. Yeah. Okay. What a weird player overall. Okay, now I Q. Okay. That's fine. I'm just gonna push waves. If he wants to do this weird stuff, that's okay. I'm not gonna necessarily chase him. I'll get that and I'll match his TP. Or his recall in this case. If I don't recall here, I'm gonna be in a bad spot because he buys items and I don't. And we never want that to happen. So even though my jungler is going for the objective and I could technically help him, it's not good for me personally. So this is fine. We're progressing really well towards my item. This is all I really need. My jungler might be dead. Yeah, he's dead here. Okay. There is a world... Yeah, there is a world where I just kill this guy. Cool. I'll take the grub. Not too bad, I would say. Okay. Q for move speed. Probably not gonna be looking to kill this guy necessarily. I don't think he ever has the damage here to kill me. So once again, we can go for this. And I need one more wave for my item. Silas could go top here directly if he wants to look to punish me. But I'm not too worried. He's not that strong right now that I feel super threatened by him. Especially since Malphite isn't able to join the fight over here. Given where he is. And I'm gonna go back. I could try to steal a camp. But I have my items, so I just want to prioritize getting that. Oh, okay. Then I just kill you. All right. I told you I'm just not concerned about the Silas, man. I'm just not concerned. Oh, that was funny. I wasn't even thinking he could stop me. Okay, well, that guy just wanted to be taken. And we take those. Okay, equal CS. This guy has done a great job. He's actually played great in terms of getting all the farm. Really good job on him. But I'm very happy with my position here into the mid game. No issues whatsoever. And now with Strikebreaker, it does get a bit easier to stick to this guy. Oh, good. I'm going to have permanent pressure pushing here, even if I don't kill. And I can queue away with move speed. Nice. Good. I'm gonna back away and heal, try to heal back with passive a little bit, and we can look for a kill with my ult. It's a lot harder for him to outspace me with Q now that I have the Strikebreaker. And I just keep lane pressure here. So if he tries to go for the wave, yeah, I'm ready for this. I'll just chase you. I mean, he cannot take the wave here, so... I force him out completely. There we go. Now I run back. Actually missed my stride. Okay, got his flash. We just go back to farming the wave. He did cause me to lose a wave there. Good job on that. But all he's really achieving is kind of being annoying. If you look at that, he now has to go, either he has to go back or he has to take a very dangerous path back. Okay, so he uses his ult for that. Silas is bot, so he now has literally zero counterplay, by the way. I don't know if he's like a bounce enjoyer or what the hell is going on, but don't do what this guy does, by the way. I think I have enough time to take the camp here before the next wave. Nice. Alright, cool. So he's gonna TP back. I'm gonna go to base and buy a lot of items. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I wouldn't normally do this, but just because stormrazor requires a BF sword, kind of a hard item to buy in a lot of circumstances, so I just prioritize getting that. What a weird player, man. He's going for this again. Trying to get him to go towards my jungler here. Great. Oh, good. Let's see if I can get my... Yeah, get my cannon, most of the wave. And we go back to pushing while this guy is running it down. This is some crazy Malphite play. I don't think I've ever seen this style of Malphite, but I'm gonna full crust the tower here. Or decrust? I don't know. Nice. We're making some good progress here. The Drake is still up, by the way. Very interesting. Okay, I do see Silas bot. So I'm thinking I'm quite comfortable here. I think I can get cozy in the jungle. So the Malphite is going full tank, which does make some sense. But it also means he doesn't have any kill pressure on me. And I can just clear waves. So let's just queue back to the wave here. We're gonna get most of that. And then just get some of the jungle too. What a crazy player, man. It's so interesting. Silas is still bot. He's playing for that Drake. So we're just completely comfortable here, taking everything. I can switch to the camp. And here's the difference, right? Because Malphite sucks at taking camps. Sure, he's pretty good at taking those waves, but he's not gonna be able to do what I'm doing here. So this is completely winning for us. No reason to be upset. What's cool as well is that I can look for a deep ward here. So I'm gonna see the jungler coming and I won't get ambushed by anything nasty. I'm also worried about this Malzahar, even though he's 0 and 5. What he can do is actually... What he can do is, you know, just ult me, right? Okay. He might have company. Yeah. All right, buddy. I'll just flash away because Malzahar is coming here, and then we're completely fine. And this is very worth it for me. They're losing waves there. I don't think he can cancel me here. Okay, he can cancel me here. No problem. I just queue away. They're devoting 2 people up here. Completely winning for us. My team gets full access to bot side. I can just go back and comfortably get my item. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll just get the stormrazor straight up. And then we'll get our boots. Okay, they devote 2 full people to getting my turret, my tier 1 top lane, while my team is like running away with the game. I'm very happy with that state of things. And I got 2 items now. Wait, this guy doesn't know. Can't really... Yeah, okay. Can't really tank the whole duel right there. Even though I'm close to killing the Malphite. Yeah, there we go. Okay, slow you down, kill you too. Beautiful. He just got the Rift Herald, but I'm gonna prioritize getting the wave. Oh, we killed the Silas too. It's huge, man. I can crust max on top lane. I can get camps. I mean, the world is my oyster right now. Our farm is insane. Oh yeah, we got the demolished too. Let's go, man. Getting everything here. I'm gonna get this entire turret. Wow, okay. He might kill me here with the help of Malzahar. Let's see what we can do. Okay, that's his flash. Probably eventually will die here, yeah. Okay, well they had to use like Malphite ult and flash plus Malzahar being there. Now I'm gonna get my boots. I'm actually going to prioritize Swifties this game because the slows are incredibly annoying. So I'm gonna be done with that. I'm thinking if we should think about just going full crit, or what we could do is go LDR to burst these people down more easily. Kind of a... could be a really good combo. Again, Ilolicio did tell me about going LDR as well into tanky enemies. I do wonder though if it makes more sense to go IE first perhaps. But I don't mind going into LDR here. Having like Braum and Malphite. I think that could be pretty good. Of course, like if Silas was popping off and I needed anti-heal, I would opt for Mortal Reminder, but I don't think we need that here. Okay, the Malphite is just running away there. That's completely fine for me. Next objective on the map is gonna be that Drake or the Baron if my team chooses to get that. I do have armor reduction. So I do a lot more damage to this guy. Actually would love to join the fight here while Malphite is top lane. But I can alternatively try to... Okay. I didn't manage to stop him there. My bad. Okay, good move speed there with stormrazor as well. I'm gonna save my Q here. We got 3 enemies dead. My team played that 4v4 well. That's good. Okay. Didn't quite connect my ult onto her. That's very unfortunate. But we do get access to this Drake. And I can crust as well. Just gotta respect it because support is here and everybody's here. I do have flash. I don't know if it's necessarily worth it to flash for the MF. Just gonna kite back and buy this space for my team. He doesn't do anything. The only thing we have to be worried about is a Malzahar ult at this stage. Could be definitely scary. Okay, have to make it here. Waiting for a good flank, if I can find one. Okay, well the fight looks very bad. So I'm gonna go back to pushing. I could try to kill this Malzahar, but probably not worth it for me at this stage. I'm gonna have enemies coming my way. Can probably get away with this. I don't think they can progress too much there. I'm gonna ping my team back. Very important, so they don't go into like a crazy fight there and die. Okay. I could be stopped here maybe. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Yeah, I'm good. We're gonna sell that, get my LDR. We're very strong in the game here. This is exactly what we want. And we actually want to play for this Baron, right? I'm on 3 items right now. It's so crazy, by the way, the gold ADCs have. Look at this MF. I have more, like 100 CS more than her, but she's also on 3 items, which to me is crazy. I'm gonna start this and ping my team because I see a lot of enemies bot lane. So we should be able to claim this for free. I know the Malphite is coming here, but I'm not too concerned with him. I don't think he can do too much. Okay, cool. I don't necessarily need to reset, right? My health regen is really good on Garen. And I think what I'm gonna do is just literally wait in the bush to see where they go. So they're going mid. I'm going to like ping my team back so they play safe. And I'm gonna get a push going. Cool, so this guy needs to collect the wave. Meanwhile, I can look to either join my team or look in the jungle for a pick. Lots of possibilities here. Okay. 3 enemies there, so we don't necessarily make too much progress. I guess now I can come back and try to catch this guy. Good thing he can't really kill turrets, so that's pretty good. I'll just get the waves. He's now moving to my team, so I need to ping it. We might be able to catch him. Okay, we got initiated upon. Let's just ping it back. We just lost a person there. We don't need to take a bad fight. We can just go back to pushing. Okay, once again, everybody's bot, and there's no objectives, so I don't necessarily need to worry about that too much. Let's get a push going once again. We're gonna basically look to get so incredibly strong in side lane that we can destroy the enemy team in every fight. That's gonna be our goal. He might expect me to take this. Yeah, he sees me. I'm gonna save all of my abilities. Nice, I got that. I don't think he can chase me down here. Plus, we're getting that Drake very easily. Got my ADC with me. Getting some good damage onto him. Yep, see you later. That damage reduction really working out in our favor. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, we get this so fast. It's incredible. Let's see how much we can get. If I can get the crust at the very least. Okay. Might be instantly dead. DMF, despite dying 7 times and having more than 100 CS less than me, is on 4 items. I have to tell you guys, the ADC gold in this season is something incredible. It's out of this world. But, okay, fair enough. We do have to be wary of that. That's okay, though. I mean, at the end of the day, we got inhib there. We got a lot from this tower, got a lot of gold, so it's still looking pretty good here. I'm gonna be level 20 soon. The dreaded level 20 Garen on the map. Actually, not sure how well Garen scales to level 20. That's a really good like a really good discussion point. I gotta follow up with some people. I know that champs like Darius scale incredibly because of his passive and the damage you get. But I'm not sure if Garen is one of those champs that really are gonna benefit from the level 20 or not. We'll have to experiment with it. I mean, if I can get on top of this level 15 MF, I should delete her instantly. Definitely. I do have my flash available. If I can find a good flank, that would be great. I'm gonna wait out the MF ult. Okay. I didn't kill her. Oh, my lands. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know if I maybe didn't sequence something properly. I'll have to double check that. We do win the fight though, so it's completely winning for us still. Gotta be a bit more careful with the MF, man. I'm definitely not used to the damage ADCs are dealing this season. It's one big kind of point of adaptation we all have to go through. I do think we could go for the Baron. So if we shove out the lane and we go for the Baron, I think it could be pretty good. On the positive side, I didn't use my flash, so I still have access to the backline with flash. Can be very, very powerful next fight. And maybe we just try to wait until MF uses her abilities a bit more. She didn't have ult, but she had like everything else up, and just, I mean, the damage is nuts, man. Absolutely crazy. We don't know where they are now, so it would be kind of risky to flip the Baron. Let's try to ascertain what they're doing. So right now, they got 3 people mid. They want that Drake. Let's be very fast about this. Now it is going to be Drake's soul for us, so I am going to move to this fight. Let's press Q to get there fast. Good initiation on the Malphite, actually. Oh, nice. Okay, I think this is, yeah, this is winning. We got the MF there. This guy should be dead as well. Just spin on his head here and we take the Drake. Nice. Actually, my team did it for me. Really good fight there. And we can go straight back to side. Mid is pushing automatically because of the inhib. So we just take bot and we're gonna be in a great position here. All right, boom. Okay, we're running really good farm this game. I'm very happy about that. Yeah, I just killed this guy. Bomba. He is very tanky, huh? He just stopped taking damage. Oh wow. Dude, I mean, the damage I take is absolutely insane. It's completely fair though, because I'm going full damage. So it's also completely fair to get deleted. Maybe go like Deadman's Plate last item. Give us a bit of move speed with the resistances. I think it's gonna be really good. Okay, so we got 75% crit. Look at how much we've healed with Second Wind and all the demolish damage we've done as well. Over 2k demolish damage. We got some crust, man. This game feels good. Looking good. By the way, I still have my flash. Something I potentially could have used to try to get a kill on the MF there. Just, again, getting surprised by the DPS coming from the ADC here. That's okay. She's full build, right? Not quite. Not quite. Okay. Let's play for the Baron here. We have to try to fight this. And it's gonna be a bit tricky. Gonna be a bit tricky. Okay. Oh, very good. Amazing, dudes. We just kill them all here. Kill that guy dies instantly. We get the Baron here. Beautiful. I think this is maybe a good example of the interaction between ADCs now. Now, because ADCs are so fed in the game, even if they're way behind you, like you can see this MF. She's died 10 times, by the way, and has more than 100 CS less than I do. But, you know, she's full build, right? Practically. And so even though that's kind of insane, you are still like a level 20 monster in these fights, man. So I think top lane is in an amazing spot, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, let me know down below. Leave a like. It helps us a great deal. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.